What's up guys, it's Katie, and are you ready for a Black Panther review? Because I am so excited to be reviewing this movie. Don't worry, absolutely no spoilers. I'm not gonna ruin it for you guys because you have to go see this movie. I'm just gonna get right to the point. I was completely blown away. This movie was everything wrapped into one movie. I don't know how they did it. I feel like Black Panther took the best parts of superhero movies and mushed it all together into one fantastic movie. I mean, you completely forgot you were even watching a Marvel movie. I mean, it had espionage elements, it had car chase elements, it had hand-to-hand combat and epic fighting styles throughout it. It was filled with action, it was fun, it had funny moments where necessary, and all around it was just such a badass movie. This movie was stunning. Absolutely gorgeous. I mean, the cinematography alone was fantastic, but some of the epic shots and the world building of Wakanda is what really took this movie over the edge into the amazing realm because, you know, a lot of times worlds are created, especially in superhero movies or fantasy movies, even sci-fi movies, where these epic worlds are created, but we only see them for 10 minutes of the movie, maybe like the beginning part, maybe the very end. But oh my gosh, Wakanda was beautiful. It was well constructed, and they didn't just spend 10 minutes there. A lot of the movie is about and takes place in Wakanda, and just the way that they tied everything in, like, this movie was just so good, you guys. I'm trying not to give away any spoilers, but I just have to say, as far as beauty and setting up Wakanda, it was magical. It was so magical. A thing that I feel like is lost a lot in superhero movies is world building and really making you feel at home and like this is a real place you want to visit, and that's exactly what they did here. I could talk about how beautiful this movie was like all day long, so I'm gonna move on to some of the other incredible things about this movie. The music was absolutely breathtaking. Every moment that they had music really fit the scene. Chadwick Boseman, I mean, we already knew how incredible he was seeing him in Infinity War, but oh my gosh, like he is just such an incredible hero that you just want to root for constantly. He just plays such a well-rounded character. I mean, he has heart and drive and passion and dignity. At the same time, he's able to be strong and brave and stand up for what's right and just be honorable, and oh my gosh, his character is incredible. You really are rooting for him the entire movie, and that's what you want from your hero. Michael B. Jordan played an incredible villain, I have to say. Finally, oh my gosh, I have been waiting for any superhero universe to give us a villain that you are truly afraid of, and a villain that will literally do anything to get what they want, and that's exactly what this character did. He was scary, but also real. They managed to create a villain that you humanize with and you understand where he's coming from, and honestly, sometimes you're rooting for him. You're like, oh gosh, I don't know who to root for because he's so awesome, and like you're so conflicted because you completely can understand where both of these characters are coming from and having to go up against each other. Michael B. Jordan, oh my gosh, just incredible. An incredible performance. He was just perfect as this character. I absolutely loved him, and he is not bad to look at, I must say. Let's just talk about the women, okay? I don't even have words because that's how like inspiring and incredible that these women were. I'm honestly so jealous of kids that get to watch this movie because growing up, this movie would have been so inspiring for me. I'm a huge Xena Warrior Princess fan. That's what I grew up watching. I was all about watching women fight and actually play an important role in a movie or television show, and these women were phenomenal. Oh my gosh, finally you have a cast of women where if you took one woman out of the movie, it actually would hinder the plot. It actually would affect the movie because these women had incredible parts and they all worked together to create this film, and they are just so strong, so kick-ass. The way that they fought, the way that they used technology, it just was so inspiring. You don't see a whole lot of that, and when you do, it's usually one female. But honestly, this story and this movie would not have been the same without these incredible fighting females, and they were all completely different, had their own storylines, had their own personalities, and each played such a vital part in this movie, and I was just blown away. I swear my jaw was like on the floor during some of those fight sequences, and their characters are amazing. Okoye was the general, and oh my gosh, we all know her as Michonne from The Walking Dead, so we already know how awesome she is. If you could just imagine that she'd be even more awesome than she already is on The Walking Dead, that's exactly what this movie gave us. She was so cool. I wanted to be her the entire time. I was like, oh my gosh, you are amazing. I have to say, Cherie was my favorite character though. She was so intelligent and she used technology in a way that just was so cool to see a woman do, especially someone who is so young doing things like that. I was so blown away by her character. And of course, Nakaya, Lupita Nyong'o is just stunning, and you just can't take your eyes off of her the entire movie, but she was so strong. And it also didn't hurt that Nakaya had weapons that looked like Xena's chakram, so I about lost my mind when I saw that. I swear, these women were amazing, and not to mention Angela Bassett and all of the incredible supporting women that played a huge part in this movie. It was breathtaking, honestly. I have to say, I was so inspired seeing this movie, and I know this movie is going to inspire people. You have to see this movie in the theaters. Find the biggest screen you can, go to the best screening you can possibly find, and see this movie. It is for everyone. Take your family, take your friends, take your kids. This was probably my favorite Marvel movie ever. It just all came together in a way that some of the other Marvel movies haven't. From the incredible action to the inspiring characters and storyline and direction and cinematography and epic villain, this movie had it all. It really had it all. Go see this movie. I cannot give it higher praise. It was spiritual, it was about family, it was about friendship. So as you can see, I totally hated this movie. Seriously, go see it. Like, stop watching this video and go watch it. I am so excited to hear your guys' reactions about this movie. Right now I've been putting reactions to movies and TV shows in an app called Stardust. There's a link in the description below, so click it, sign up, follow me, and please post your reactions to Black Panther. I cannot wait to see what you guys think about this movie. Make sure you tag me so that I can see them, and then next week I will feature your reactions in one of my next YouTube videos. I'm just so excited to share thoughts about this movie and see how it inspires so many people. So film your reactions in Stardust, tag me, and I can't wait to see them. Thank you so much for watching, you guys, and I will see you soon. Wakanda forever.